We arrive at the Rio Caña, a native community of the Ngäbe-Buglé Shire, located in the Ngäbe-Buglé region of the Panama Caribbean. Here, the people's traditions meet with the rhythms of nature. The exuberant scenery made up of their rivers, forests, and beaches has shaped the way they view the world. Every year, the baula and carey turtles come to lay eggs here in Playa Chiriquí, before continuing their way in the ocean. These species are today in danger of extinction, and this is where they begin their lives.
The situation in Playa Chiriquí is quite unique because the community had already taken the decision about 14 years ago to stop killing the turtles. And so when the project moved in, the Caribbean Conservation Corporation started to monitor the beaches in the year 2003. They hired some of the villagers as monitors for the beach patrols. We already had a setting where the marine turtles were in principle protected. But WWF saw an opportunity here to link those conservation efforts with benefits to the local community.
The Rio Caña community is confronting social problems as well. America's natives constantly deal with all kinds of discrimination, and Rio Caña is not the exception. WWF, the Global Conservation Organization, and Caribbean Conservation Corporation have seen how important it is to work with these communities in their daily chores, in order to protect the sea turtles. This is one of the most important nesting beaches for the carey and baula turtles. This is why we wanted to understand their situation here. The people participating in this project have to walk the beach at night, count the turtles, and if they see females nesting, count the eggs. It's basically research work. During the day, count out trails or prints with nests or half moons, which is what we call the nest when the turtle has not laid any eggs. So it's as much a daytime job as it is a nocturnal one for this group of people.
In our monitoring job, we make a census. We walk the 12-kilometer stretch of the beach and check how many turtle trails lead up, how many nests there are, and how many trails lead back to the water. We also have to check the time of birth, how many turtles there are, and sometimes, when we find turtles, we have to measure them, take genetic samples, and also plant satellite transmitters on them, so we can know where they go and how they migrate.
Now, regionally speaking, we have an ambitious plan. Because these animals travel thousands of kilometers from their nesting sites to their feeding grounds, so we have to address both the coast and the sea threats based.
We as a conservation organization are following the community in their own initiative. They invited us, so we want to support them and help them out with what they tell us they need. So we're socially active. We try and understand the community, what it's like, what they need, what they require, and we listen to the ideas they have for conserving their resources. In 2003, CCC began an intensive conservation project in the area. With these activities, they realized that their conservation efforts would have to go hand in hand with the community's culture and tradition. WWF and CCC began an educational process about sea turtles, their emblematic species based on the natives' needs.
God created man. God gave everything. How can we dispose of natural resources? Are we going to use up all the natural resources that God made? No.
Nosotros estaban viendo que la tortuga se estaba acabando.
We began to notice that there were less turtles. So we grouped together and learned about turtles.
My brother and I were the first folks they approached when they were looking for a way to get to the turtles. One day, they came to me and said they didn't want to eat the turtles. They wanted to study them. I thought that was okay. It's now been a couple of years since I stopped capturing turtles. This project has shown us how to take care of turtles, how to do it, and to know when it is that turtles come to this area. All this has helped us a lot. The law of the Shire states that any project for improvement has to fit within what their law dictates. Men from the area have worked on the project, and this has benefited them and helped them to educate their children.
The money we've earned with the Turtle Project has helped us build up our businesses.
This is a positive project. It's positive.
On December 6, 2005, WWF and CCC met the one-year mark in their project protecting the Baula and Carey turtles. They have gotten to know the needs and expectations of the community, with Cope Solidar RL's support. Development proposals surrounding the conservation of sea turtles can be created in encounters like the one where the authorities and community of the Ngäbe-Buglé Shire participated, along with representatives of organizations such as ANAM, the Panama Tourism Institute, and SEAPSA. It also worries about developing alternatives, helping coastal communities benefit through the conservation of sea turtles. The Baula and Carey turtles have shared their living space with the Rio Caña community for years. This is where the turtles lay their eggs. The people of these lands are trying to overcome the problems that trouble them. WWF and CCC are keeping track of this process where the community is finding what it needs in its natural surroundings. This solution resonates with their worries and culture.
Hay bastante tortuga, tanto tortuga blanca.
There are plenty turtles, both white and Baula. I like working with the project. We will keep going.
Vamos a seguir pues más adelante.
The turtle population has increased, so has the nesting. Problems with predators destroying nests are under control. Everything can be done in an orderly and moderate way, allowing the community to cooperate on the field. In the development and implementation of each project, the community contributes a lot to its improvement. After this project, we are planning another one for tourists, provided they respect the vision of the local Ngäbe-Buglé people. That's what respect for the culture, traditions and customs of native people is about, isn't it? And not only do we have to think about the present, but about the future as well. We have to think about tomorrow's generations.